Welcome to the show with Joe. I'm Joe. Today we're going to talk about churches, erections, and motorcycles that can go close to the speed of planes. Or wait, no, that was just a mega church. Church, the experience. When they finally make church interesting, you actually end up there, you look around, you're amazed, and then you realize that they're tax-free. I wonder if they still take donations from the crowd. Imagine going to a concert, paying all that money, and then realizing that there's people all around with baskets asking you to donate to the band. Here's a little thought that popped into my head. You realize you're an adult when you figure out that Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. I'll be honest, those aren't the type of people I thought would be living in that town. I typed in longest town names, and this is the world's longest one that came up. I'm going to attempt to say this in one breath as my magic trick for the day. So let me take a deep breath. Welcome to the town of Tayumata Wakatanga Hiang Akayo Yoyota Mayeta Pokeya Wayan Yokaitian Yatio. That is not going to be easy to type in Google Maps. Magic. So I came across this Super Troopers pick, and I'm using my time controller here. Whoa, to make sure it actually happens, because Super Troopers is great. And I'm going to go back in time, and if it's not already happening and this isn't AI, I will make sure I have the right conversations with the right people. Ooh, optical illusions. Teleport. What is he doing? It's not the last we're going to see of this thing. Now, this clip was taken in 2017 when the Eagles first won their Super Bowl with Big Dick Nick Foles. And it pretty much encapsulates all of Philly, the blue-collar man getting excited for the first time, childlike wonder in a Super Bowl win. And really, the video is everything that encapsulates Philly. I just needed to see that and put that here since the Eagles didn't fire their offensive coordinator, threw into triple coverage. The best wide receiver who wanted the ball kept dropping the ball. And the Eagles, lost in the playoffs to the 49ers, who are barely a team right now due to all the injuries. So I just wanted to remind myself to be happy. So this took a while. This is from 1941. Remember, during that time there was no AI. They used rotoscope, which is like a program that you could make like cartoons and stuff with by clipping things together, by taking piece by piece of drawing and clipping them. And lastly, the sound effects were all handmade. Like, there's a part of the movie where a planet explodes and they use a hammer smashing an apple for the sound effect. It's just great. So enjoy. Just imagine the amount of time and skill that took. You had to draw every individual scene, like maybe reuse a part here or there, but overall, I mean, you got to draw like the exact framing on like where it lines up to make it a video of cartoons. That's like, if you remember in like old like VHS tapes, like The Lion King, I think had it. There was like cut or deleted scenes and like that whole area of the DVD or VHS where they would show you like the process of them drawing. Definitely in Toy Story, they showed you the process, and like even even more recent. There's like whole documentaries on like South Park and how they would take like the little circles for the guys' heads and then put eyes over it, and then that would be one scene, clip, clip, clip all the way through. This channel's about impressive videos. Will they crash? Holy shit on this one. What's your guess? Planes literally go 550 miles. He was going 300 miles an hour. That's insane that he did not crash. We're 5-1 on non-crashes for Will They Crash. And the one actual crash really wasn't a crash. It was like made a guy fall. So wholesome. Here we have a father who compares his erection number throughout the night to his son's, and then post the results as a call to arms to his followers. Can you call CPS after puberty? I mean, the kid was 19, but still, this guy, I can't imagine this kid's childhood growing up, but I would also say that AI should go through every one of these types of posts where people are acting insane and put a disclaimer that says no matter how many times BetterHelp was advertised, they refused help, or the account holder. Here, I'll reset it. It should say this under that post. No matter how many times BetterHelp was recommended, this account holder declined. Here is an example, and then like actually quote what they say, and this quote would say. This quote would say, nighttime erection data of my 19-year-old son. And then just say, like, this is weird. No matter what you're thinking, this is weird. And then let everyone else make their choice from there. God. Just to really bring my previous videos notation home about Cynthia and Ariana Grande, please see the reference of her while Ariana Grande is being hugged. Now you'll see in the background, she's got piercing eyes, and part of me wishes I had friends like this, but then I probably wouldn't be alive. So I know, like, at this point, Ariana Grande's got to see all this stuff online, so either she's just letting it happen and playing into it, or I don't know, maybe Cynthia's got something on her. Now, if you'll kindly look over here, what this lady is saying is that, and I'm going to take this for fact, but what she's saying is that on New Year's Eve, 80% of the world's net worth goes to an island. So all these Like, all these yachts just pull up to this island, and it's all of the famous people around the world. Not even famous, just rich. And then they have like their puppet famous people, is what that lady said. But they take a little boat ride out there. Dr. Phil was on this trip. Now, this was most recent New Year's. Like, this just happened. And the crazy part about it is that's pretty, what she's saying there is, it's right here, is that it's a quick little boat ride away from Epstein Island. Now, that could be strategy from Epstein. Could be. Or it could be other stuff too. So, that's something. Now, I'm by this mountain called Mount Shasta. I think it's actually an active volcano. But everyone says that there's a lot of, not everyone, online it says there's a lot of weird stuff that happens there. Including, this one is, okay, so I travel. And I am close to this right now, so I had to look into it a little more. But there is a verifiable cloud. So, like, if the mountain looks like this, there's a cloud that just stays over top like this. And sometimes it shifts. Sometimes it, like, disappears because the other clouds get lower. But there's always a little cloud right above this mountain. And a lot of people say it's UFO stuff. Okay, that's not really the weird part. Like, clouds are weird. You don't really know. Like, if you go to Pittsburgh, clouds like tend to hang around a little bit longer. It's probably possible. But here's other things that are said are up there. There is a cave that leads to an underground, like, pathways all over. There are verifiable cult meetings up there. Like, I know this happens because I know people here, and they have said that they have seen it themselves, especially if you go late at night. They'll be like burning things, like Burning Man on the mountain. It's pretty sick. It's said online that there's a government facility up there. There was a guy that says if he found a specific cave, and then he walked 11 miles and found bones of people that were 12 feet tall. A lot of disappearances, and then a lot of alien activity. You'll see a lot of, like, alien videos on Mount Shasta. The problem is there were a lot of, like, fake things that came out, like that guy that walked 11 miles. They said that he disappeared, but really it was found out he was grifting about that. So, I don't know. Look into it. It's a cool thing. And it was mentioned on Joe Rogan on the Kurt Metzger podcast, the most recent one, which is pretty trippy. Kurt Metzger kept bringing it up, and Joe didn't seem very interested. Here is the current McDonald's menu versus the McDonald's menu of old. Anything under $1 now is useless, and anything under 10 is probably poison to you nowadays. Especially McDonald's is definitely poisoned, but that's okay. But when my mind wanders and I'm stressed about the trials and tribulations of life, I'm always brought back to Don Pendleton's The Executioner, featuring Mac Bolan, Lethal Agent. And if you open that book on the first page, I'm going to read it to you. It's rather beautiful. Bolan drew the combat knife and sliced through the ropes. Brognola rolled free and pressed his back against the wall. "It's damn good to see you, Striker. I was the bait to get you. I hadn't figured that out. Can you walk?" "If I have to." "You have to." The warrior snapped a tri-burst across the row of crates that provided cover for a trio of gunners. He slammed a fresh clip into place, then helped Brognola to his feet. "These guys aren't alone," the big Fed warned. "I counted 5 inside, but there are at least 3 more holding a loose outer perimeter." Bolan nodded, then grabbing his friend, rumpled his jacket. He propelled him up through the door. "You're with Ramon. We'll rendezvous at the train station." Brognola never looked back. I like the part where he said, "Can you walk if I have to?" And he goes, "You have to." Like, yeah, bro, come on. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm just saving your ass, boy. That is my McDonald's to current McDonald's pricing comparison. Animals ain't real. Here's some animals that seem like they should not be able to fly. Smooth leeway right into QBs in the NFL being totally different. Here we see Matt Stafford of the Rams, an old grizzled veteran, and he's there fighting with his coach who can talk to him through the speaker in his helmet. And he's just overtaking advice from his coach, who they're about the same age. Versus, on the other side, we have Joe Burrow, who is on the Bengals. And he's over there looking like the Fonz, making sure his hair is all pretty. But see, Joe Burrow's hair can go... Joe Burrow playing with his... Joe Burrow making his hair pretty can last just as long as a Matt Stafford argument. Things that make guys say, hell yeah. 2 parts. First part, here's a big rock being broken. Hell yeah. And here's a guy using dynamite to mine, but it's just him lighting the fuse. Hell yeah. Say what you will, but they finally changed the food pyramid, which previously looked like this. So what I did was I said, create what you should eat in a day with the old food pyramid to ChatGPT, and what should you eat on the new food pyramid based on ChatGPT. So the old food pyramid, the old pyramid with the USDA food pyramid 1992 was a menu in a regular day. Breakfast: big bowl of cornflakes or Cheerios, skim milk, orange juice, slice of toast with a little bit of margarine. Morning snack: low-fat yogurt, granola bar. Lunch: turkey sandwich on white or wheat bread, lettuce, no cheese, fat, exclamation mark. Baked chips, not fried, apple, diet soda. Afternoon: pretzels, maybe a Snackwell's cookie. Dinner: huge plate of pasta, marinara sauce, small side of steamed broccoli, garlic bread, glass of fat-free milk. Dessert: frozen yogurt or angel food cake. And here's the new one, the new food pyramid menu. 2 or 3 eggs scrambled, avocado, whole fruit, coffee. Morning snack: Greek yogurt, berries. Lunch: grilled chicken, salmon or steak, rice, quinoa or potatoes, big serving of vegetables. Afternoon snack: protein shake or cottage cheese. Dinner: protein focused plate, steak, chicken, fish or tofu, roasted vegetables, carbs if you're active, and then healthy fats like butter. Dessert: optional, dark chocolate or fruit or nothing. Now, if we could only take cyanide out of Celsius, we'd be good. I'm not even kidding. Look at Celsius. There's actual cyanide in it. As delicious as it is and amazing as it is, it says there's cyanide in it. And just like that, that's all I got. I leave you with the vibe I try to give off every day, and it's a guy waiting for his friend on his roof with a case of beer, and when he gets home from work, he says, come up and join me on the roof. So, smell you later.